Hey guys, my name's Hunter and I work with Continue to Give, and I'm so glad you're watching this video. Welcome to our first steps to online giving. Now if you're watching this real quick, you've probably just signed up for our system, or you're checking it out to see if it's going to work for your church or your nonprofit or your ministry. And so thank you guys for watching. Now if you guys have been using us for years now or whatnot, don't turn this video off. You actually might find something super useful. We want to make sure that you're using our system to the fullest capacity. So let's jump in there. I want to give you guys a brief overview of how you can set up our system real quick and get your cause promoted to your donors. First thing I want to show you, actually, we're going to go look at the Toby Foundation. Now this is an organization that actually uses us for their online giving, and I want to go over to their donate page because I want to show you what our system can actually look like on your site. So they actually have an form embedded on their website, and it looks really, really good. All the colors match and everything, and I can go right here and go to, let's say, one-time gift, put in my amount, and then I can just go and fill it out like this and fill out the information. I can do a designation to a certain project. Now they only have one designation to their organization, but I could set up multiple, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And I do want you to know that all this information is customizable. So that's what it can look like. So let's dive into our system and show you how you can set up Continue to Give, our giving platform, on your website and make it look like this, or make it look like your website. So go to continuetogive.com. We're going to log in. First off, you're going to come to your dashboard. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's really cool. We've got all kinds of stuff in here for you to, tools to help you, and some analytics and everything. But I'm going to skip all that, and we're going to go straight to promote your cause, because we want to get this set up is what we're doing. So first off, you see your organization up here, and then you've got projects down below that. Now you won't have any projects yet. You'll have to create those, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's go up to organization. What we want to do is promote your organization. Now remember, as you're using Continue to Give was made and is designed to make giving really easy for your donors. So really important is we want to give your donors options for their giving, okay? So right in here, this is where you're going to find all kinds of options and tools for you to promote your giving. So first off, you can customize your header color. Now I want to show you again why that's important. If I go back over to the Toby Foundation, you can see that they have a header up here that's brown. It's like wood, and then they've made this to match that brown, and it looks really good and really visually appealing. I think that's super important with your website design. It's just that everything matches. You can share on Facebook, you can share on Twitter, and donation forms. So donation forms, again, so that's going to be the embed forms to get a giving form embedded onto your website. So we're going to click on this. Okay, so here you're going to find some settings. You can change the color for the header and the border and everything to match your website, which is really important, I think. And we're going to use the embed and inline form. Now, obviously, you can read through all these. We're not going to go over them all, but this is what the Toby Foundation is using on their website. You take this code, you click on it. It's going to bring up this code right here. Go ahead and copy the code to your clipboard. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take that code and you're going to send it to whoever does your website development, maybe that's you, and you're going to paste that into your website builder. So if that's WordPress or Wix, whatever that might be, and that will give you a form right there on your website. So let's go back to the promote page right here, and the next one down is your public fundraising page share link. Now I'll copy this and we'll open it up right here. Now what this is really similar to like GoFundMe, if you've used GoFundMe before. Now Continue to Give is not GoFundMe, it's not the same, but this is your page that you can share your information of who you are. So if you don't have a website, then this is a great option instead, to put in your description, your mission statement, some basic information like your website, your address, things like that. And we'll go back over here. The simple donation form link, if you're sending out emails and you want to include, and I would really suggest this, include some way for your donors, whoever's getting those update emails or whatever they are, use this link to include into your emails. Now if you really want to get a little bit more technical with the way your fundraising page is set up, you can actually, using this right here, you can customize this URL. So follow these instructions to change this to a pre-filled amount. So whenever someone clicks on that link, you can have a pre-filled amount of 100 in there if you'd like. Now again, the donors will still be able to change it, but you can have that pre-filled. So just a bonus tip in there. Kiosk links. Okay, this is great if you're using our kiosk mode. And down below there's Kiosk Giving, where you can set up the Kiosk Giving. But we're going to look at what that looks like. So Kiosk Mode, I'm going to copy this link, open it up and look at it. This is awesome for if you're doing an event where someone gets up and speaks, and then afterwards or beforehand, you want an iPad with a credit card reader up front or in the back of your church or your event, whatever it is. And this is what it would look like. So you would pull this up on your iPad. They would have all these, your organization and the organization's projects. There's missionaries that you can set in there, and that's all customizable. So you could have one button for them to donate, or you could have all these options for them to choose where to donate to. Down a little bit further, we've got the text to give number. And so if you're using our free base system, I want to clarify this. This is really, really cool. You're going to have what's called text for link. Now you can share this number, or what the number that is included with your system. You can share this number. You can put that in an email. You can put it in your bulletin. You can put it on your website, wherever you'd like. People can text that number with the code. Our system will then text them back a link for the donor to click on, and that will take them to a giving page where they can fill out their information. Now, if you would like our text to give option, that's going to be $10 a month. What that is, same thing. The donors can text that number. It sends out a text message. Our system sends them back a link, and they get to set up their profile. Once they've set up their profile, they never have to do it again. So all they have to do from then on is they can text that number with a number amount, a gift amount. Let's say $50, or let's say $100. So they open up the text, type in 100, click send, and it automatically donates $100 to your organization. Really quick, really simple and convenient. So I definitely recommend, if you guys have, especially if you have younger people in your church or your nonprofit, people that give to you, definitely use that, because that's where people are at nowadays. They're on their phones. Also over here you have QR codes. You probably don't need these on your website or in an email, because they can just click on links. But if you have a bulletin, if you're a church, again, if you have bulletins that you give out every Sunday morning, or if you have a postcard, if you're a missionary or a nonprofit that gives out postcards to people, definitely include a QR code, because then somebody can just take their phone, open up their camera, scan the code, and click on the link that comes up, and they'll be able to give to you right there. Again, right here, you really want to give people options. So give your donors different options. If it's online, give them embed forms and donate and links that they can click on. If it's offline and on paper, give them QR codes or text to give, because then they don't want to type in a URL. You want to make it really easy for them. Last thing on this page we're going to talk about is just the Givers app. As people are giving to you, especially if they're recurring givers, if they have a recurring gift, have them download your app. This will really help them out. So you can actually share a copy of this link right here, and you can send that out to people and say, hey, click this link, download this app. On this app, they'll be able to manage their donations, manage their recurring gifts, and just see their transactions that have taken place. So definitely encourage that for donors to download. It makes it really easy. And again, it's all about making it easy, right, for the donors. All right, so back to this page right here, where we have our organization up top. That's the general giving to your organization. You also have projects down here below. So if we look at these projects, you can create as many as you would like. So for instance, for this demo site, we have church building fund, tithes, Bibles to Africa, and each one of these projects has specific links and text numbers and QR codes specific to it. So if we click on promote, it's going to look the exact same as the stuff that I just walked you through, but each of these links, again, points directly to this project. If you edit this project, there's settings specific to this project that you can change, and you can go through all of that. You can upload images, videos, you can view that public profile like we talked about. Now, if you want some more in-depth settings, we're going to go over here to settings and click on fundraising setup. And in here are going to be more settings for your actual fundraising setup, right? So one thing I get asked a lot is, some people want the goal turned on and some people want it off. So that the goal is, it's like a little thermometer up in the upper right corner of your fundraising page that says our goal is $10,000 or whatever you set it at. And some people want that showing, some people don't want that showing. You can turn it on and off right here. So there's a tip for you guys. The other things, okay, we'll go ahead and skip over a lot of this, but one thing is you send receipts to these additional emails. So if you have other admins in your organization or church or ministry, you can add these emails here. If you want, every time a donor gives, an email will go out to, who do you want it to go out to? Enter those emails right here. We'll skip over some of these, but ask donors to cover the transaction fees. So with our system is free to use, but obviously there are processing fees involved. So credit card companies take out that processing fee. If you want your donors to cover that, so let's say they're going to donate $100, well, normally there would be a processing fee, so you would actually get a little bit less than $100. If you want the donor to cover that, you can, there's the setting right here that is a feature that costs $5 a month. So the donor can actually have the ability to select if they want to do that or not, and it'll take, so instead of $100, when they put $100 in there, it will bump it up to whatever $100 plus the processing fees would be, so that your organization gets in the end is that true $100. And then lastly, here's where you can put a customized message in there. So every time someone makes a donation, we instantly email them a thank you with your logo and this custom message that they can then save for their taxes. All right, let's go up and look at transactions. Right here you can see you can look at received, recurring, and offline transactions. If we just click on received, we're going to see a list of everyone that is donated to your organization. And here you can manage the details of that. You can refund it if you need to. You can also search transactions here. So if at the end of the year you need to send out tax statements, right here, search a name, search the date, so from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Hit search. You can also search by project as well. But hit search, it'll come up with all the donations that donor has given. You can hit export to CSV right here, and that'll export all their transactions. And then you can print that off or you can send it to them by email. One thing I do want to mention about sending out contribution statements or tax documents for your donors, you can do it by using our free just online giving system, just like I explained. But if you have a lot of donors, and that's going to take a lot of time. So what I would really recommend is checking out our donor management system. It's super in depth and you can easily send out contribution statements, and we've got a video on that if you'd like, but I would definitely recommend checking that out. All right, so just a couple other features we're going to look at is reporting. So you can look at batch reportings, which is super helpful. Down here you'll find the virtual terminal. In the virtual terminal, you're going to find all your contacts, all your donors that have given, and you can actually select somebody and you can manage their recurring gifts. You can donate for them. So if somebody's having an issue and you need to go in and check their settings, that's where you want to do that. It'll be in the virtual terminal. Last thing I want to mention is our Roundup Giving function. This is a really cool feature on Continue to Give, and so it gives people the opportunity to round up their transactions. And if you want to know more about that, take a look at this link. I'll post it on the screen right here. And that's pretty much it. That wraps it up, I think, for this video. Again, we make giving easy. That's Continue to Give. That's our goal. And we want to give you the tools to get your donors to be able to partner with you in what you do to make your vision a reality.